Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another night of IAPL. I am Sunless, as some of you may know, and today I am joined by.
Liability. Hello, everyone.
Indeed. So I will be doing your play-by-play tonight, and Liability will be here with me in the booth doing some color commentary. And we have our first matchup of the night is the Lil Gups headed over to the Evergreen Outlaws. And this should be a really fun series to watch.
Oh, it's going to be a great series to watch. The Outlaws are currently at the bottom of the leaderboards, but I don't think it's going to stay that way for too long, as they're a team. I think just kind of finding their footing, because they have Cap, they have Clash, they have a lot of great goaltending in like RD, Lee Jenkins, Leet. So I think they just need to find their footing, and once they do, they're going to bounce right back on those leaderboards. And today might be that day. We'll have to see if they can do an upset against the Gups here, who are I'm pretty sure the favorite team, as they are currently they're actually fourth in the standing. I thought they were higher than that, but we shall see, because
Yeah,
both are good teams on paper. So
I do feel like the Outlaws, like their current record and standings, it does not do them justice as a team at all.
oh,
They
not at
are
all.
they're a very talented roster, and as you said, they are just looking to find their footing early in the season. So hopefully
I
tonight
mean,
is that night for them.
they have a great defenseman in Fuzzv. They have lead, obviously, as I mentioned before, Cap, winner of season 1 on Bibba, Clash Royale, a great offenseman, RD, Snow Cone, Coppenwoods, Lee Jenkins, Bass, Mini Razzo. Like, there's a pretty good lineup there.
As
A
a
lot of notable names for sure.
yeah, I was about to say pretty much the same thing. And on the GUP side, I mean, they're in a very similar situation, just looking a little bit better in standings early on in the year. Or season, I shouldn't say year.
Yeah, we are
Uh,
4 series in, about to be fifth, I believe.
Something like that. But
So
it does look like the
yeah, we
teams
got
are ready. Looks like we'll be
ooh.
getting started here in just a moment.
What do we got
Almost
for
right on
lineups?
time.
We got Neko, Inertia, Hot Dog Man, Cave, and Kicks in net. Then we got Cap, Snowcode, and Copper and Fuzzy with RD in net. A little bit of a B team for the Gups. I wonder if they're gonna switch to their A team for game 2. Because there's a lot of people on the bench for them right now, with Sharky, Stiquefin, both on the bench.
Yeah, Sharky and Stokwefin, obviously two very good players. Sharky leading the league in assists at the moment, and both players in the top 10 for points in the league at this point in time. So it is definitely interesting to see them not going with those two on the ice.
Indeed. I think they're just trying to make sure they get everyone a little bit of play time, which is very nice in a development league.
Very
Very nice
nice.
thing to do, and the honorable thing to do for any team.
Very
I know
much.
our team, if you show up, you play. I know Bibba has said the same thing, I believe. It's nice to see if that the Gups seem to be doing the same thing, and I hope that all the teams are doing it. But it's nice to see that at least about half of them are for sure.
Indeed. Uh, oh, the vote reset. All right. I do think we're getting started here in just a moment, though.
Yeah, I
Yep,
do
looks
know
like.
Sharky is going for that points leader, um, and I'm pretty sure he's probably going for goals leader too if he can.
And hits leader while he's at it.
Oh, he's already probably hits leader.
Probably. Anyways, opening face-off. Neko against Cap. Cap seems to win it, getting the Snow Cone. Snow Cone with a shot on net. Saved by Kicks. A rebound right in the slot, but Snow Cone, I believe, sends it high and wide. And now an outlet pass from the Shark zone all the way up to Neko. He'll go cross-ice looking for an AFK inertia. Coppenwood with the puck behind his own net will turn it up the boards. Cave will pick it up, send it in on net, but maybe looking for a pass to Neko. Doesn't quite go. Puck gets ringed around the boards back to Cave. Looks like Inertia has gotten back to his computer. Almost a pass to the point. Escapes Hot Dog Man, and now Cap's got a lot of room to work with. Cap with the breakaway, moving in on goal! Saved by Kicks! Batted out to the blue line. Coppenwood sends it in. Saved by Kicks again. Batted out to the side. Hot Dog Man will get to it. Puck right behind Kicks again. Snowcone gets to it. Tries to send it out in front, but gets all the way to the blue line to Fuzzby, who just sends it in. A weak shot. Cap's going to pick up a sent-out puck from Kicks, and then Inertia will clear it out to center ice in a bit of a scary moment there for the Sharks, as the Outlaws will go right back into the zone. Snowcone looking to fight for the puck. He does seem to stay with it and get to it. Sends it in front to Coppenwood, who takes a shot wide. Hot Dog Man to the puck in his own corner. Looks like he'll get a little bit of room to work with here. And he'll begin to skate it up. Hot Dog Man skating through center ice.
I'm not the only one that gets the GUPs and Sharks confused because they both have a shark logo.
No,
You said Sharks earlier.
I did I? Whoopsies. Yeah. It's not the first time. And a shot from Hot Dog Man that I believe RD Gamer did get a piece of. No, yeah, I get them confused a lot.
Everyone does. I definitely do.
Can we fucking rebrand some teams? Hello, help me. Anyways, Outlaws looking to get moving back in the offensive zone. Here's Cap at the blue line. Gets a little bit of room to work with. Shot from the left circle, and he sends it just wide. Neko might have gotten a stick on it there to send it. Hot Dog Man going cross ice. He'll look for Neko. Neko will retreat with a lot of room to work with here. The Sharks, the GUPs with a 3-on-1. Neko tries to send a floater in. RD Gamer gets a save and just a bouncing rebound in front. Comes back to Hot Dog Man, who tries to send it in the slot, but poked away by Coppenwood. I seem to have messed it up again. As Neko will pick the puck up in the center ice and get around a couple defenders. Sends it into Inertia. Inertia just accidentally misplays the puck there. And it's back to center ice, and now a loose puck that Fuzzby will get to, and send it over to Cap. A beautiful pass. Cap takes a swing, but just misses. Hot Dog Man with the puck behind his own net. Cap able to intercept and stay with it. Now those two battling in the corner. Pops out to Fuzzby, but batted away by Hot Dog Man. Puck falls to Coppenwood, who sends it in on net, but a little bit wide. Kicks will slide to the side to play it, and it'll go all the way down, and that will be icing against the GUPs.
Yeah, Coppenwood with already 3 shots on goal. He's going to be the guy to watch, it looks like, for the Outlaws. He might be their main offensive force, him and Cap.
Indeed, as the GUPs look to get moving up here, but Neko is just out-muscled by both Cap and I believe it was Coppenwood. I already forgot. Coppenwood gets the puck in center ice and tries to send it ahead to Cap. Just misses him, but Cap will look to stay with it. Hot Dog Man gets the puck, but Cap pokes it away. Puck will fall to Neko, who just sends it out to center ice and clears it all the way down, which will not go all the way, so Outlaws forced to play the puck here. Cave right on top of Coppenwood and stays with the puck. Puck falls to Neko. Neko trying to go behind the net, drops it off for Cave, rings around the boards up to Inertia at the blue line. Inertia handling the puck. He'll try to send it across to Neko, who tries to get a shot off, but takes a weird shot and just goes up and over. Ringed around the boards, and the Outlaws will look to outlet as Cap pokes it ahead. But taken away by Inertia. Now Snowcone plays it back to head to Cap. Cap with another breakaway. Cap moving it on goal! Score! Cap has got the Outlaws on the board. A beautiful backhand picks the corner on Kicks. No chance for the goalie. 1-0 Outlaws.
Great goal by Cap there. Beating
And
Kicks too. A notable goalie. One of the best goalies likely in the IAPL. To beat him this early in the first, a great start for the Outlaws for sure.
Very much. And a very good pass from Snowcone as well. Just to bump it ahead there. And put it right on Cap's stick. And now Hot Dog Man with the puck in his own zone. And he'll skate it out to the blue line. He's got a little bit of room to work with here. Outlaws giving him a lot of space. He'll cut to the center and get around Fuzzby, and now he's in the left circle. Tries to send it across to Neko, but Neko just wasn't quite ready for it. And now Snowcone will try and get to that puck, but Cap will support. However, Neko stays with it. Fuzzby sends it out to center ice. Falls to Cave's stick, who just plays it to the left. Does look like the GUPs will get to it here. Hot Dog Man at the left circle. Sends it in on goal. And almost a deflection there from Neko, but RD Gamer able to kind of block his way, and puck is forced wide. Now Coppenwood down the left wing. Sends it in. Saved by Kicks. Bats it away with the stick all the way to the left side. And now Neko will try to outlet Inertia. And it does look like Inertia might get to this puck. And he does in the circle. Tries to send it in front, but weak pass is batted away by Fuzzby. And that'll close out the period here.
Yeah, it's already almost a minute of possession from Hot Dog, and if you look at Cap there, he's at 23 seconds. So the Outlaws are a lot more balanced out with possession, whereas the GUP seem to be a lot more focused on Hot Dog.
Indeed, indeed. As Hot Dog Man does take the puck here, and he's got a lot of room to work with in the slot, but bodied by Coppenwood. Inertia tries to get to it, but it's batted away by RD Gamer. And beautiful play there from the Outlaws' defensive structure there. And now puck in the Outlaws zone. Looks like Inertia will try to go for it, but Coppenwood gets to it. Batted down by Inertia. Coppenwood stays with it and clears it out to center ice. But it does look like this puck will fall to Cave. He'll send it cross, looking for Hot Dog Man, and he does get him. Hot Dog Man getting behind his own net and around, looking to get around Cap here. As slows it down and takes it to the right, and he does get around Cap. And cannot quite get around Snowcone. Now Snowcone will stay with it, and the Outlaws do have a little bit of numbers here, but poked away by Cave from Cap, and now Hot Dog Man will get back to the puck. And Hot Dog Man will skate it through center ice. He chips it ahead, looking for Inertia, but it's batted away by Coppenwood. Puck falls to Neko, and then a fubbed shot just fans on it. And puck is cleared out to center ice. Hot Dog Man gets to it, but it is poked away and dumped in by Cap. Cave will get to the puck behind his own net, and he'll send it up the left wing looking for Neko. Just barely gets to him after a little bit of a interruption from Coppenwood. Neko sends it across looking for Hot Dog Man, but a little bit behind him. Hot Dog Man just staying with the puck along the boards. He's got a bit of room to work with. Gets around Fuzzby. Tries to send it in front, but Neko and Inertia just can't quite get the shot off. As Inertia will dump the puck in back behind the Outlaws' net. Snowcone and Neko will race to this. Snowcone wraps it around the boards looking for either Fuzzby or Coppenwood. Fuzzby will take it and send it up the boards looking for Cap, and he does just narrowly miss him. Puck falls to Inertia, and he skyrockets it. Just absolutely moons that puck. And weird little bit of bounce in there, and puck falls to Neko in the GUP's zone as he puts it through the legs of Cap and up to Hot Dog Man, or the lack thereof legs. Puck dumped in by the Outlaws. Cap will get to it in the GUP's zone. Tries to send it in front, gets the Snowcone. Snowcone the shot! Might have gone wide. Kicks might have gotten a piece of it. Coppenwood will dump it in behind the GUP's net. Cave gets to it and sends it out, and he's got Hot Dog Man. It's a 2-on-1 the other way for the GUPs. Hot Dog Man down the right wing. Neko on his left. Moves to the slot. Fires! Barely a pad save by RD Gamer. And a rebound from Inertia that just goes wide. And now Hot Dog Man behind the Outlaws net. Tries to send it in front, but poked away by RD Gamer. And a weird bounce. He'll clear it again. Inertia gets the puck. Sends it in from the blue line. Falls to Hot Dog Man's stick. Gets cleared back out by the Outlaws. A weird deflection in front from Inertia that just goes wide. And Coppenwood will pick up the puck behind his own net. Sends it out to center. And the Outlaws will escape a scary chance there. But Hot Dog Man looking to get right back in. The GUPs are thirsty. I can't say for blood because they're not... I don't know. They're thirsty for fish flakes because they're just fish. I don't know. Now Inertia through center ice will send it up to Neko in the Outlaws zone. Neko picks it up behind the trapezoid, cancels out an icing, brings it around to Hot Dog Man. Hot Dog Man behind the Outlaws net. Looks for the wraparound off the pad. Neko the rebound, but he sends it just high. RD might have gotten a piece of it or might be deflected in front. Inertia sends it back to Neko, who sends it just wide again. And now Coppenwood will pick up the puck in his own zone and begin to skate it out. Neko with a few great chances there in the slot.
Yeah, a lot of great chances, but not a lot of actual shots on goal for the GUPs. They're actually only at 2 shots on goal to the 7 for the Outlaws. But just the chances I felt kind of even as it goes kind of back and forth. But the shots on goal is kind of showing that the GUPs are struggling to get it actually on net and struggling to actually finish those chances.
Yeah, but maybe they'll find their rhythm here in this second period as they do seem to get into it as Neko almost battles to the puck. RD Gamer does not come out to it, but Neko will get to it behind the net. He'll ring it around for Hot Dog Man. Hot Dog Man steps behind the Outlaws net. Tries to send it out in front, but doesn't quite get there. Fuzzby will ring it along the boards, but it'll go to Cave. Puck deflected over to Coppenwood. Neko stays with it. Tries to put a shot on, but blocked by Fuzzby. Now Hot Dog with the puck spinning with it. Hot Dog doesn't not quite know what to do here. Just trying to stay with the puck, but it's poked away by Fuzzby, who will clear it out to center ice looking for Cap. And Cap is a little bit ahead of Cave here. Cap's going to get to the puck and drop it back down, but looks like Neko will get to that. And then Neko will try to sift it ahead to Hot Dog, but blocked by Coppenwood. And then Fuzzby will play it out to Cap on the left wing. Cap down the left wing. Crosses a Snowcone. Snowcone tries to get a shot back to Cap. Tries to get the shot, but he just fans on it. And doesn't quite go, and now the GUP's the other way. Inertia skating with the puck, taps it ahead to Hot Dog Man. Hot Dog Man in on goal, score!
And just like that, the game is even.
1-1. Hot Dog Man on a beautiful chip pass from Inertia. Forehand, backhand, right around RD Gamer. Makes it look easy. We have a tie game. We'll go back to a restart.
Yeah, you can never count the GUPs out of a game because people like Hot Dog on their team is just such a great ability to score and to find that back of the net. So you can never count them out. Whether it's like a 3 goals difference, I wouldn't count them out then because Hot Dog is just that impressive with his shots and with that team around him that's so good at getting him the puck. Their team has over 30 passes, whereas the Outlaws have around 20. So the possession on Hot Dog is at 2 minutes, which is about the same that we saw with Midnight on the Dogecoins, who was their main offensive force. So we're seeing a kind of a similar...
Hoppenwood with a shot that goes just wide. A rebound from Snowcone that kicks out. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, you're good. Always interrupt.
Always interrupt. Okay. I'm going to start just interrupting you randomly when you talk, like for no specific reason. Like it could just be like the most random drop pass ever that does nothing, and I'm going to interrupt you. And anyways, the Outlaws moving up here as Cave with some beautiful defense, but Cap stays with it. Sends it on net, but just a little bit wide. As Coppenwood tries to send it in from the blue line, but fans on it, and puck comes to Inertia, who just kind of sends it into the GUP zone. Cave will send it up, looking for Cap. And he will find him, but Hot Dog Man's going to get to the puck. Hot Dog Man moving in at the blue line. Chips it across to Neko. Neko can't quite get the shot off behind the net. Tries to center it, but blocked off by Fuzzy. Now Inertia tries to send it in front with a little bit of a puck carry move. Cap swats it out of midair, and now he's going to race to it. Cap beats Inertia to this puck. Cap with the breakaway, moving it on goal! Saved by Kicks! He just barely got a piece of it. And now Hot Dog Man with the puck in his own zone, pressured by Snowcone. Snowcone has just proved to be a very good forechecker in this league so far. He's very annoying to the enemy team's defense. As now puck will come back to Hot Dog Man. Almost poked away by Coppenwood. Puck falls to Neko right in the slot, but he just overskates. Maybe a bit of a lag? Possibly? I'm assuming he lagged. He kind of just like controller disconnected. I'm not sure what happened there. As Cave just bats it right back to Neko, but he just can't get to the puck. And now Fuzzby behind his own net. Sends it out to center ice. Cave will skate it into the offensive zone. Sends it in on net, but blocked or deflected wide. Snowcone gets to it. Sends it up ahead. Looking for Cap. Cap just narrowly misses that. Kicks is going to come out to play it. And he will get there first. He'll send it cross ice. Looking for Inertia here. And he does find him. Beautiful pass from Kicks. Inertia down the right wing. Sends it in on net. Looking for a deflection, but goes a little bit wide and high. And now Fuzzby will chip it ahead to Cap. Cap will have to get around Cave, and he does. Cap in the slot. Shot saved by Kicks with the pad. Kicks living up to his name. Hot Dog Man steps right in front of his own net, but able to get around the forecheckers, and now he'll skate it through center ice. Hot Dog Man, a lot of room to work with in the high slot. Steps to the left circle. Shot saved by RD Gamer, I believe, or maybe a deflect or a blocked shot by his own teammate Neko, who was looking for a deflection possibly. Snowcone to this puck in the corner. Tries to send it out in front, but blocked off by Hot Dog Man. Hot Dog Man will skate with the puck in his own zone. Get around Cap. Looking to get around Snowcone. Just does. Barely. Gets around Fuzzby. Stays with it. To the left circle. Shot. Saved by RD Gamer with the pad. Look, Neko almost to the rebound, but not quite. Puck centered. Hot Dog Man stays with it. Looks like Snowcone will get to this puck. Tries to send it across or up to Cap. Hot Dog blocks it, but Snowcone stays with it. Now Snowcone will skate it up. He'll chip it over to Cap, but it'll actually find Coppenwood. Coppenwood from the left circle. Tries to send it in, but blocked shot by Cave. Puck to Fuzzby at the blue line, who just sends it in. Kicks just bats that away and finds it behind the net. Cap tries to find the puck behind the net, but it is taken away by Hot Dog Man. With just a minute 20 remaining here in this third period, as Hot Dog Man skates it up, looks for Inertia, chip pass, tries to bat it, but cannot quite find the puck. Neko gets to it, tries to send it on net, but blocked by Coppenwood. And now puck squirts out to Cap in the offensive zone. Cap slows it down to get around Cave and just merrily mishandles the puck. Inertia will bat it to the side. And the GUPs will escape a scary situation there, but Fuzzby's going to get this puck, and that's a weird 2. I'm on the other way. Tries to Fuzzby tries to send it to Snowcone, but not quite. Coppenwood sends it in, but is saved by Kicks. Snowcone with the rebound, saved by Kicks. Absolutely stellar goaltending from Kicks to keep the GUPs tied.
Yeah, a 9-17 so far by Kicks, and of note, almost 3 minutes of possession by Hot Dog, which is, I believe, more than the entirety of the other team combined.
That is ridiculous. Offensive zone face-off for the Outlaws, but it's won by Neko. Played to Hot Dog Man. Hot Dog Man plays it around Snowcone, who's going to get around Cap as well. Now Hot Dog Man with a lot of room to work with. Moving in the high slot, steps to the side, to the left circle, gets a shot off, but sends it a little bit high. It might have been deflected on the way in. Puck sent out to Cap, who just kind of slides it ahead, looking for Snowcone or Copperwood, but Kicks gets to it and clears it out to Neko. Finds inertia, and now he bats it to Neko, who steps behind the net, tries to send it out in front, but blocked off by Cap. 5 seconds remaining. Cap will just clear it all the way down. 2 seconds, and we will be going to overtime in the first game.
I do want to say I did call that the first game was going to be very close. I was talking a little bit with Sharky yesterday, and I've talked with a few people that I did say this game was going to be a close game. It looks like I was right. I wonder who they're going to be. One team's got 4, one team's got 3 skaters. Oh, there you go. They fixed it.
Yep, okay, they fixed it. Now 3-on-3 overtime here. Hot Dog, Cave, and Neko for the GUPs. Cap, Snowcone, and Coppenwood for the Outlaws. As Cap tries to get on the forecheck, but Hot Dog Man just completely bodies him, lays him on the floor. Snowcone kind of bats it ahead, and now in the offensive zone is Cap. Got a little bit of room to work with. Tries to get it around Cave, but Cave with some beautiful defense there. As puck will fall to Neko, and now Neko will look to send it out to center, but blocked and deflected by Coppenwood. Hot Dog Man to the puck in the offensive zone, pressured by Cap, and now Cap has got a bit of a step. He just needs to get around Cave. He's got one man to beat. Cap down the right wing, slows it down, tries to go across the Snowcone, finds Coppenwood. Coppenwood, shot, save, Kicks, rebound right in front, and he just bats it away out to center ice. Cap will find the puck. Cap spinning with it, turns it across, but nobody home, and now Neko will get to it, and the GUPs will get some possession here. Cap does get the puck back, tries to send it to Snowcone in the slot, but deflected and gets away from him, is now sent back to Coppenwood with the blue line, who just dumps it in. Fumbled the puck a little bit there. Kicks, tried to play the puck, but couldn't quite get to it before Cap, and now Cap will skate it around. Gets past Hot Dog, gets past Cave, sends it to Snowcone, shot, saved by Kicks with the mask! A beautiful, dangerous chance there from the Outlaws, but they just could not finalize it, as it's cleared all the way down, and they'll have to reset here.
Yeah, it's been an all Outlaws OT so far. Now, we are pretty early into it, but so far it has been only in the GUP zone. We'll see if they can turn it around
well,
here.
Well, it's now in the Outlaw zone as Hot Dog Man gets to the puck, and he will play with it behind the net. Steps out, gets to the circle, but batted away by Coppenwood. Absolutely stellar defense there. As he'll
Coppenwood also has 6 shots on goal, which is more than the entire GUPS team.
Actually insane. Actually insane. As Cap will look to get around Cave, just barely does. Cap moving in on goal, shot, save, Kicks, can't get the rebound. Snowcone tries to get it, but saved by Kicks again. Cap tries to center, but it's blocked away. Puck falls to Neko, and now the GUPs look skated up by Snowcone with some pressure, but Cave stays with it, and now it's a 3-on-2 the other way for the GUPs. They got numbers, but Cap stays with it, and now it's a 2-on-0 the other way for the Outlaws, but Hot Dog and Cave hustling to get back, but it doesn't. Hot Dog gets back. Snowcone moving it on goal, shot, score!
Game-winning goal from Snowcone.
Snowcone with the game winner. Outlaws close it out in overtime.
What a great game for both teams. But it's a very well-played game from the Outlaws to raise themselves back up from that little slump they had, putting them at the bottom of the leaderboards. They're at the bottom no more, as that win will raise their position for sure. A great game by Coppenwood, getting a lot of shots on goal. A great game by the entirety of his team, doing a great, well-balanced game by them, and a good attempt from the GUPs. They had a lot of good chances. I mean, Hot Dog got so much possession and a lot of good shots on goal. Just wasn't able to make it happen, unfortunately, for them. So we'll see if they can turn it around for game 2, where it looks like they are playing Sharky and Stickweffin. This looks like kind of a little bit more of the A team is up there. Oh, wait, no. they might not have Hot Dog on the lineup. They might be playing a little bit of a mix and match of their teams, as they have Stequef and Big Rick, Sharky, Pixel with Sugar in net.
Are looking to get everybody time here, and that's good. It's good to see everyone getting some time.
And it does look like Clash is going to be joining the Outlaws lineup. So if the goal scoring was already good for the Outlaws, it's going to be just a little bit better, if not a lot better, with Clash. So we'll see how this game looks. This is going to be a little more goal scoring, I think.
Yeah, as Big Rick with the puck in the they're restarting.
They weren't quite ready, it looks like.
Okay, yep. I don't know, not quite sure. Big Rick, I know. I was talking to him talking to him last night. I did say that Porter Martone was going to score for the Flyers, and I was also going to get my first goal. Did happen, by the way. But I know Big Rick is looking for his first as well, so we'll see if he can get that first one on the board.
I do hope he does. Legendary commentator Big Rick. Shout out to him.
Shout out to my personal buddy, Rick Boucher.
We'll see. They do still have Neko in the team here. We'll see if he actually pops in or if he goes to the spectators. But because I think they're currently talking about the lineup. I'm guessing that's why they weren't ready. They voted warm up.
Indeed. I do assume that Big Rick will be playing. Nope, looks like Neko has left the server, and
so I'm guessing these are probably our lineups then. Stequefin, Big Rick, Sharky, Pixel Hans with Sugar in net, Cap, Clash, Coppenwood, Snowcone with Artie in net. These are going to be... Oh, wait.
It does seem like
there we go.
The GUPs are surprised by Neko's leaving of the server.
Maybe a little bit of miscommunication as to who's playing and who's not.
Indeed. But it does look like they want to vote start, so it does look like we'll be getting started here.
This is going to be a great game. I'm excited.
Great game. I am very excited as well. Opening face-off, Stequefin versus Cap. Stequefin wins it back to Big Rick. He'll try to pitch it ahead to Sharky, but blocked off by Snowcone, who will play it back out to Clash Royale. And an immediate 2-on-1 here for the Outlaws. Clash Royale tries to pass it to Cap, but it's hooked a little bit too far back. Falls to Coppenwood, who tries to send it in on goal. Goes just wide. Falls to Clash Royale as Sharky will get to the puck. He'll try to send it over to Stequefin. Can't quite find him. Cap will hop on this puck. Can't quite get around Pixel, but he stays with it. Pressure from Stequefin from behind. Tries to get a pass out, but can't quite find anything. Clash Royale tries to drop it to Snowcone, but nothing of it. And now Sharky and Pixel the other way for the GUPs. As Sharky will try to send it in, but just a little bit wide there. Puck played back around the back of the Outlaws net, and Coppenwood will send it ahead to Clash Royale, who does get it and stays with it in center ice. Stequefin, beautiful poke check there. Knocks it all the way back down to the Outlaw zone, and we'll get a reset. And actually, it's going to be icing called. Bit of an interesting call there from our fictional referee, but...
The referee is never wrong.
Fuck the ref! Yeah, I said it. Fuck
and just like
guy.
that, Solis has been banned, so I'll be taking over play-by-play. It looks like we got Rick with the puck here. Breakout play.
Rick with a breakaway, moving it on goal! Save by RD, who came out to challenge it. Rick tries to hook it back in front, but can't quite stay with it, but it does get there, but RD will bat it away. I was going to let you do the whole breakaway. I was going to stay with the bit.
I wasn't going to take that from you.
I was gonna stay with the bit. As the Outlaws play it out to center ice, but Sharky will intercept and kind of sift it ahead to Big Rick, who skates back with it a little bit. Cap pressures him, and puck does fall to Stequefin, though. Now Stequefin will just send it in on net, but RD's there and just bats it away. Now Coppenwood clears it up, and he's got Cap in the offensive zone. Cap moving it on goal! Off the post, behind Sugar! Oh! And it's Big Rick who clears the puck off the line, and the Outlaws that's just one they're gonna want back.
Big Rick, bigger save.
One Big Rick is one Rick for mankind or something. Clash Royale behind the puck. Behind the puck, yo. Help me. Cap behind the net with the puck. He tries to wrap it around on Sugar, but nothing quite comes of it. It is now Clash Royale with the puck. Plays it back to the blue line to Copperwood, who sends it in. Cap with a deflection, and it's off the post. And Cap is finding iron here early on. That is 2 shots now. As the GUPs will look to get into the attack, but Cap will send it ahead to Clash Royale. Clash Royale breakaway, moving it on goal! Saved by Sugar, tries to bat it in, but he bats it off the line, and he looks very disappointed in himself. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Puck batted away from Snowcone in his own zones. Stequefin with the puck in center ice. He'll try to get it around Coppenwood, but can't quite. Puck will fall to Clash Royale, who will get stripped by Pixel Haunts, and Pixel will start to move it through center ice, but Clash Royale strips him from behind. And now Clash will sift it out to center ice, but Stequefin is there. But he kind of mishandles it, and the puck falls to Coppenwood. Coppenwood gets around Big Rick. Coppenwood room to work with. Shot, and it's wide! Cap might have been looking for a deflection there, but can't quite get it. And now Cap behind his own net sifts it out to center. Tries to get it to Snowcone, but blocked shot by Sharky. And now Big Rick will skate it down the right wing. You had something you want to say, Labeled?
Looking back at possession here, as the GUPs previously had Hot Dog Man, he had almost all of their possession. It's now a lot more balanced, as we saw like with the Outlaws game 1. And the Outlaws actually have more possession this time, this game around.
Puck sent across to Stequefin in the slot, but just barely misses the pass. Very dangerous chance there for the GUPs. Big Rick tries to send it in, but Fubs on it, stays with it, tries to get to the back end, but can't quite find it. Puck will go to Clash Royale, but Sharky will strip him and stay with it. And now Sharky staying with the puck along the boards. Sends it out to the high slot, but nobody quite there. Snowcone with the puck, stripped by Sharky. Sharky's got one man to beat. And he gets around Copperwood, sends it from the high slot, but he sends it wide. Sharky tries to get to the rebound, but sends it off the outside of the net. Puck falls to Snowcone. He just clears it all the way out. Looking for Cap, and he does find him. Cap with the breakaway, moving it on goal! Saved by Sugar! And Cap is looking as dangerous as ever, as now Pixel Haunts will try to fight for this puck, but Coppenwood will get to it. Coppenwood sends the puck up in his own zone to Cap, who sifts it ahead looking for Clash Royale, but that will be time, and we will enter the second period with a 0-0 scoreline. Clash Royale just missed a wide open net.
And the possession actually kind of normalized. It's pretty even now between the teams after that. And these shots are pretty even at 3 for the Outlaws and 2 for the GUPs. A much more even game.
Even closer than last game somehow, as Outlaws in their own zone with the puck, clears it out ahead. Cap and Pixel will race to it. Looks like Pixel will get there first. Cap does stay with him and forces him to make a hard play. Almost finds Sharky with that, but Coppenwood will get back to it. Coppenwood sends it around the boards, looking for Snowcone, who just kind of drops it back, but Stequefin is there. Stequefin, room to work with, moves to the circle. Shot blocked by Coppenwood. Now Pixel stays with the puck, gets around Coppenwood. Pixel with the puck, steps in the circle, steps into the slot. Shot saved by Artie. Rebound by Sharky, but doesn't go. And now Clash Royale plays it around Stequefin, but puck falls to Sharky. Sharky tries to get around Clash Royale, but it's batted out of midair by him. Cap and Clash Royale, minor miscommunication, but Cap comes away with the puck anyways. Cap down the left wing. He's got a bit of a step here on Pixel Haunts. He drops it looking for Clash Royale, but finds Sharky instead. Cap stays with the puck and strips it from Sharky. Cap looking for a pass, sends it to Clash Royale in front. Saved by Sugar. I had to remember what goalie they had in net there for a second. This job is hard, man.
It might be Sugar, it might be Kicks. I don't know. He's doing quite well.
He is doing quite well. It seems the spirit of Kicks is still in net, which is the body of Sugar. As Snowcone will pick up the puck in his own zone.
Oh, wait, who gets the start then? If he's possessed by Kicks, who gets the game played? Do they both get
it? Sugar gets it because it's like the physical.
It's by body.
Yeah, it's by the physicality.
Ah, man, we gotta fight for soul rights.
Soul rights, yeah. We might have to get an IAPL soul rights campaign going.
Can I trade for Kicks' soul but leave his body?
I don't know. We have Trout here. Trout?
Yeah, we need an official ruling from Trout here on if souls can be traded.
He'll allow it. He'll allow it.
All right. I think the Sharks need to make some more moves here. We've only made 4 today.
4 is never enough. You need to make 6 or 7 moves, I think. As there will be icing called on the Gups here. And an offensive zone face-off for the Outlaws. Look to get a chance off this. As Cap does not quite win it. Sharky will come away with the puck. And he'll kind of mishandle it. Coppenwood drops it to Snow Cone, who one-taps it to Clash Royale, who then sends it ahead to Cap. Beautiful passing there from the Outlaws. Now Cap tries to get around Pixel, but bodied, and Stokehaven comes away with the puck. But a little bit of a mishandle there. He'll get it around Coppenwood, but Coppenwood laying the body, and now a battle for that puck, but Stokehaven gets to it first. Mishandles again. He just sends it ahead looking for Sharky. He does find Sharky. Sharky stepping into the high slot, goes to the right circle, but blocked off by Snowcone and Clash Royale. Sharky will drop it looking for Big Rick, but Cap will almost get there, but puck batted away by Snowcone, I believe, and now Clash Royale skate it down the left wing. Kind of slows it down, but mishandles the puck, and Big Rick will just sift it out to the other zone. I don't quite believe this. Is it going to be icing? It's going to be icing.
A quick check-in on possession. These GUPs are a little bit lower once again, and not by too much, about half a minute worth of possession. And these shots are, again, still pretty even.
A very, very, somehow even closer than last game.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll get a shootout.
Our first shootout. I don't think there's been one yet.
Yeah, I don't think there has been either. I'd love to see one.
And if there's any teams I want to see it, it's probably these two.
Yeah, I was gonna say both these teams have some very good shot takers and handlers, so I'd love to see a shootout between them. As Cap skates the puck, he's got one man to beat, gets around Rick, tries to put the shot, and he scores! Cap yet again. Outlaws on the board. It's 1-0. A beautiful solo effort from Cap. Just gets right around Big Rick and sneaks it past Sugar.
If Cap gets one more, then he's going to be tying Prada for third place in goal leaders for the league.
Oh, my.
He's already at 5 because he was at 3, and that's 2 more now. So 1 more, and he's tying Prada.
And now Cap will step in the offensive zone, makes a great move, makes a beautiful pass to Coppa with a shot, but it's just wide. Tried to pick the far corner on Sugar, which did look open, but just couldn't quite get the puck there. Pixel Hans kind of Russians the puck there. Cannot quite get anything out of it. And now Snowcone will come out with the puck. Outlaws will look to move in the offensive zone, but it's batted away by Sharky. Puck will fall to Cap in the high slot. Tries to sift it over to Coppenwood, but doesn't quite get there. Now Pixel Hans just plays it ahead to Big Rick, who can't quite catch the puck. He will win the race to cancel the icing. Big Rick just tries to send it in the slot for Sharky, but doesn't quite get to him. Snowcone comes away with it, but it's poked away by Stokehaven. Stokehaven behind the red line of the Outlaws zone. And now all the Outlaws look to move up here as the Gups do bat it away. How many times, can we get a Sharks counter? Like how many fucking times I've said Sharks instead of Gups?
I think it's at about 327 right now.
That might be an understatement. As Clash Royale steps in the high slot, tries to get a shot off, but blocked by Sharky. Have I said Shark more than I probably said Sharks more than I've said Gups.
It's probably Sharky and Sharks is why it's.
That's also confusing. Not helping.
Yeah. As we're at the end of the period, 0.8 save percentage from Sugar. Not a bad save percentage at all, honestly. All things considered, for this league, 80 save percentage, pretty good. Looking at the shots, there is a slight advantage as well as with possession, as it looks like Coppenwood hasn't been getting as many shots. That role has been taken up by Clash Royale, it seems.
Indeed, as Pixel Hans will get the puck in center ice, step down the right wing, sends it in on net, star! And the Gups come right. I'm gonna fucking kill somebody.
328.
As the Gups do quite get that goal right back, and now Stokehaven will move in with a shot, but batted away by Artie Gamer. It does look like
count the Gups out. You can never count them out.
It does look like the Gups are gonna look to sub Pixel for Hot Dog there, but Pixel was kind of just like the biggest fuck you I've ever seen in my life.
You can't take me off, only I can take me off the ice.
It's true. This guy does not line change.
He is the line. You change.
Yeah, fucking true. As the Gups, I did it right that time. Will skate it up. It's Sharky with it, but he's stripped by Snowcone from behind, who just backhands it ahead. Pixel mishandles the puck, and now Clash Royale will move in. Clash Royale in the slot, moving in on goal. Saved by Sugar.
The last thing you want is a clash and cap breakout against you. That is one of the scariest things you can have in this league. That is terrifying.
Clash and Cap 2-on-0. Yeah, I want to fucking face that. As Cap steps in the slot, gets a shot off, but saved by Sugar. Looking to snipe the short side there was Cap. Puck sent way ahead by Sharky, looking for Stequefin, but Coppenwood will get to it. He'll rain around the boards for Cap, and now Cap in center ice. He'll step down the right wing, a little bit of room. Tries to send it in front, but blocked away by the Gups. 329. As it's dumped in from the Outlaws. Clash Royale drops it back, looking for Snowcone, who just kind of bats it in, but stays with it, gets it to Cap. Sharky makes a beautiful poke check there to keep it away, but Clash Royale able to stick with it. Clash Royale in the offensive zone, tries to get around Sharky, but can't quite do it. Puck falls to Snowcone, who just sifts it in towards the net. Does get there, but Gups able to survive that one. Sharky will turn on this puck, but Coppenwood gets to it first, but it's blocked by Pixel, and now falls to Big Rick. Big Rick will drop to the other team, as Cap will skate it through center ice and enter the offensive zone. A little bit of room to work with here. Shot, but blocked by Sharky. And Clash Royale, I believe, almost there for the deflected puck. Puck dumped right back in. Cap will drop it along for Clash Royale. Clash Royale just sifts it towards the net, but blocked away by Sugar. Into the ice slot, Snowcone over to Cap from the circle, sends it in, but blocked by Pixel. I ran out of breath there. Coppa from the blue line, sends it in, but deflected wide. They were gonna be the death of me. The series is gonna be the death of me.
So many long names too.
Yeah, that's not fucking helping, man. I'm suffering. As Pixel intercepted pass in his own zone and skated out to center ice. And now the Gups with the 3-on-1. Pixel on center of the slot, moves to the side, tries to go across, but blocked by Sharky. Blocked by his own teammate. That's horrible. As Snowcone just sifts it all the way up the ice, but misses Cap with that, and Stequefin will pick it up. And it'll be icing against the Gups. Or against the Outlaws. I lied. I'm sorry. I'm a liar.
The Outlaws do still have the possession advantage. It's still roughly half a minute to a minute, and they do have the advantage on shots, but only by 2. So this is once again a 1-1 game in the third, late in the third too, that could very easily go to overtime, just like the last one.
I'm sure both teams would be happy to go to overtime and just get some points in the early season with Cap moving into the slot, but shot blocked by Stequefin. And Big Rick will sift it out, looking for Sharky, and he does find him. Sharky with the breakaway, moving it on goal! Batted away by RD Gamer with the beautiful come out and challenge.
RD stopping his former teammate from getting that goal.
Absolutely. As now Coppenwood and Stequefin will battle for this puck behind the net. Falls right to Sharky, sends it in, but off the outside of the net. RD might have gotten a piece of it, just barely. Cap behind his own net will skate up with it. And he'll sift it ahead looking for Snowcone, but it's batted away by the Gups. But now Big Rick in the slot. Shot! There it is! His first of the season! A top left corner sniping. Big Rick puts the Gups in the
330.
Puts the Gups in the league. The
Big
lead!
Rick.
Dude, help me!
The Gups taking the lead late in the third here. 50 seconds left for the Outlaws in order to tie it up if they can. As the shots are evened out and the score has become unbalanced. 35 seconds here. Clash with it in the slot. Goes for a pass to Cap, but
sorry, I appreciate you picking it up.
does not get through. There. Goes back to Coppenwood in his own zone. Tries to send it up to Snowcone in the neutral zone. Snowcone with it now. 20 seconds left on the clock. Goes for a pass or shot on net, sorry. But it's a little bit weak there, and Sugar is right there to stop it. Cap with it, 14 seconds. Taken away by Stequefin. Stequefin brings it into the neutral zone. This might be game here. As there's 8 seconds left. Stequefin sends it on net. RD was smacked that away as it's a little bit wide. another shot wide. He's just trying to waste time, and that's going to be game 2-1 as the series is 1-1. A close game for each game, and a close series that ends in a tie overall as 1-1. You couldn't ask for a better series.
I appreciate you picking up that last like minute-ish there. My brain is like scrambled eggs right now. Am I
Not a problem. You did a lot of commentating there and a lot of big names, so I don't mind popping in and taking the last minute. I get the glory of the very end.
I just tried to drink water, now I'm choking. Help!
But a great game there from the GUPs, especially in that that last period to take the lead and keep it. A great goal by Rick there. He had the most shots on the team at 3, I believe, and I believe by the end of it, the shots were even, and the possession, I believe, was still a little bit to the favor of the Outlaws, but a very even game. And this one turned out to be GUPs. But a great series, and I almost wish it went to OT, because that would have been such a great overtime to watch. But we didn't get any shootouts, and we didn't get a second OT. But a great series to watch nonetheless. Well done by both teams, truly.
Absolutely. And in 15 minutes here, we'll be back with some more IAPL action. It'll be the Carolina Bobs taking on the Dirty Danglers. Or something like that.
I believe that is correct.
It is like that. Okay. Genius. And
Well-
welcome back. Hey, hey, hey.
But I want to say it. I want to be cool this time.
Okay, you can say it. Okay, you can say it.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Series 2. I was going to say Game 2, but Series 2. It's the Sharks versus the Sharks. We have the Bobs versus the Danglers here. Looks like going to be some pretty good teams, as both teams have a lot of good players. Another good series, I predict here.
Indeed, indeed. I know the Danglers have really shown everybody that they're kind of a team to watch out for. I'm pretty sure they have some guys in the top performers. Yeah, Noah is 4th in points and tied for 2nd in assists. So,
yeah, they definitely have some good players, and they have a lot of good chemistry as they came from a different league, and they managed to get all of their team back together in the IAPL. As Maddie's only played 2 games but has 3 goals. As he in this lineup here, he is so he's a goal and a half per game. We'll see if he can keep that up here, as he's definitely a guy to keep an eye on. But Noah and E are no slouches either, as they are 7 points and 6 points respectively. Both have 3 goals as well, but Noah has 4 assists to E's 3. Their team has a lot of points for each other, as going down the list, Maddie with 3 points, Noah with 7 points, E with 6 points, Mason with 5 points, Enzador with 3 points. And Zafer, who's in this lineup, has gotten himself an assist in the 3 games he has played. I'm sure he is looking for more, and I'm sure he's looking for his first goal, as he's known as kind of more of a goal scoring forward. So,
yeah, I was about to say, I believe this is Zafer's debut with the Danglers.
I think he was a sub before. I think this might be his first time as an official member, though.
Oh, didn't he play for the GUPs?
He was on the GUPs, but I think he e-subbed for the Danglers in their last series.
Did they? I don't know.
I could be wrong about that, but I do remember. Yeah.
So yeah, Zafer e-subbed for them in their last series, and then right after that was signed.
Okay.
So I mean, that's a one hell of a trial. You get e-subbed and immediately signed. You must have done something good, something they liked, because I mean, you got a spot on the roster. So.
Well, it looks like that.
It looks like they're putting Mason in net. That's
Yeah,
that's a little odd
mention.
here. Mason is not even signed up as a goalie. He's a forward defense. Because their goalies, they have Luddy, Colley, and Thraken. So they must be missing all 3 of their goalies and are playing a skater on goalie. And now I do believe Mason does actually play a little bit of goalie. So I don't think they're necessarily going to have too bad of a time with Mason in net. But he is not one of their normally expected goalies. So we'll see how he does, and if he can keep up with this league. Because, I mean, the Bob's team looks pretty good. House, Wacky, Quapple, Bob, and Sun.
Well, we'll just have to see how it plays out, as I do believe we're going to be getting started here in a moment.
Yep, looks like they were voting. 2 more votes here. Oh, no, vote timed out.
GG, game canceled. Everybody go home.
Yep, it's a forfeit for both teams. The win actually goes to the Sharks.
Yeah.
In fact, the Sharks also get log for this, too.
Whoa, yo!
Yep, and
I'm
they
sorry
get
you
Holly
had to
to
learn
play
that way.
goalie for him.
Yeah. Well, actually, we got Coppin and Lee. We stole them from the Outlaws. We also got Kicks as our backup if we need him to.
Yep, and Sharks also get meat sale.
No. We thought about it, but we thought we should leave him for someone else. But then he retired.
The Sharks also
So that
get
way, so because he
E.
retired, we actually ended up getting Trev, Owen, and Smasher as replacements. We were going to get Juice, but we thought better of it. So we're probably going to pick him up in waivers later.
Okay, as we are underway here, Maddie with an immediate shot that gets sent just wide. And now Quapple will play it out to House in center ice. House has got 2 D-men to beat. As House will get around 1, but he's stripped from behind by Noah. Sends it to center to E, who's staying with the puck. Sends it right back to Noah. Now Noah will skate across the blue line. A little bit of room to work with here. Shot and a save by Sun. As now Maddie will send it in, but blocked away by B. Bob, right? I think that's Bob, right? Right? Yeah.
B is Bob, yes.
Okay. Puck to House, who will send it ahead to Quapple. And now Quapple, just barely misses the pass, but right back to him, but he fans on it. And now Noah out to center ice with the puck, stripped by Bob. Tries to get it through, but now it's a 2-on-0 for the Danglers. Maddie just sends it in on net, but a little bit too weak. And not hard enough to get a rebound off it for Noah. Now, puck sent all the way up to Quapple, who's got a little bit of room. Sends it in on net, but just batted away by Mason. And now Maddie with the puck will begin to skate it up down the right wing. He'll drop it back down along the boards for Noah, who will send it in on net, but it's batted away by Quapple, I believe. House with the puck now. He'll try to spring Quapple, but it looks like he will just barely get to it and be able to steal it away from Quapple. He'll skate it back into his own zone. Now E will sift it ahead to Noah. Skates it up the right wing and sends it across to Zafer. Now, Zafer is blocked by Wacky, and now Wacky will skate through center ice. It's a 2-on-1 the other way for the Bobs. Wacky steps on the high slot shot, and it's just above the net. Gets out of House, but can't get the rebound in front. But House not able to stay with puck, as Noah will clear it out to center ice looking for E, but it falls to Bob, and now Bob will skate it in. He'll just sift it towards the net, and it'll go behind. House will get to this. Behind the Danglers net. Sends it out in front to B with a shot, but patted away by Mason. Puck to House almost, but E will get to this. I got E and I got B and I got... hopefully this will be easier on me. Puck cleared down by the Danglers. Will it go all the way? Doesn't matter as Noah's there. He drops it along for Maddie, who steps into the circle. Drops it back for E. Sends it in on net, but just high. Missing the net, and now Maddie along the boards tries to send it to E, but goes all the way down and a G pass to Mason, who mishandles the puck, and it looks like House will get to it, and House will send it in and score!
Yeah, I did mention earlier that Mason is not signed up as a goalie, and we might be seeing why, as he has a little bit of a misplay there, which ends up in a turnover. A rough start for the Danglers, but they are definitely a team that can come back. They have a lot of scoring potential on their team.
Indeed, as the Bombs are now up 1-0 here. E behind their own net. Send it ahead looking for Maddie. Finds him. Maddie drops it for Zafer, but batted away by Bob. Falls right back to Maddie. Maddie will just try to send it in, but puck goes wide. Now B sends it Bob tries to send it up, but falls to Maddie, who tries to send it to Zafer, but Zafer wasn't quite ready for it, and it falls to Wacky. House will hit the puck ahead, and it will fall to Mason, who sends it right back to center. House tries to intercept, but can't. Zafer leaves it off for Maddie, who leaves it off for E. E steps in, shot, score!
And just like that, it's an even game.
A beautiful snipe over the shoulder of Sun. Oh, what a shot from E.
Yeah, Sun's a pretty decent goalie too, so that just shows like I mentioned, the scoring ability that is the Danglers, especially with Zafer.
So now E will try to get another shot off, but it's blocked by Wacky. Puck comes to Zafer, but no Danglers there to keep. Now House will move in for the Bobs. House drops it looking for Wacky, finds him. Wacky the shot, but blocked away by Maddie. Dangler's got a 2-on-1 the other way. It's Maddie and E. Maddie down the right wing, making a 3-on-1. Noah joins in. Maddie moves in. Shot, score!
Both
Quick
times
back-to-back goals!
Both times beating Sun in that top right corner.
On the close side, on the near side there.
As they're just a
That
little
is
faster than Sun. Both times.
absolutely insane shots from Maddie and E. Now Maddie will get the puck again and double touch the puck, but will stay with it. Tries to send it across to Noah, but falls to House. House is kind of forced by E to play slow. House will get around Maddie. House around E, and the high slot shot blocked by Noah. Now Zafer will send it out to center looking for Noah, but goes all the way down to Sun. Now Sun will clear it up looking for House. Quapple bats it ahead to House. House a little bit of room. House drops it to Quapple, but just misses him. And now E tries to get around Bob, but Bob's able to stay with it. Just sends it in on net, but Mason bats it away, and that'll conclude the first period of the first game.
Actually, two big changes in the goal leaderboard here, as Maddie and E both were at 3, which was tied for fourth, are now going to be both top 5 in goal leaders for the league. Maddie and E both.
Indeed. As
This is true.
sure.
They'll definitely be top 7 then.
They're up there. As Maddie moves in, tries to get across to Noah, but batted away by Sun all the way down. This might be icing. Yep, and it will be icing against the Bobs. Now a offensive zone face-off here for the Danglers, as Zafer kind of not really wins it, but like almost. I don't know how to call that. As House will skate the puck back into his own zone to get around defenders, and he'll play it over to Quapple. Now Quapple with the puck will skate it through center ice. Quapple moving up. Moves to the backhand. Shot saved by Mason. Rebound batted away.
Mason on his redemption arc.
Indeed.
Already
indeed.
up to a 0.8.
And Quapple intercepts a pass. Now Quapple moves into the slot, but it's poked away by Maddie. And Quapple able to stay with this puck to strip it from Noah. Goes in on net, but Mason bats it away, who taps it to Maddie, who taps it to Noah, who then sends it all the way down. And Sun will clear this puck. It'll fall to Maddie's stick. Maddie drops the puck, but nobody quite there and ready for it. But Noah will turn for it. Noah plays it ahead to Wacky, who sends it out to center looking for House, but it falls to E, who sends it down net, but it's blocked down by Bob. And now Bob will send it up looking for House, but just gets under him, and Zafer will get to this and turn with it. He'll send it up. Quapple will get to this, but taken away by E. 3 minutes left in the second period. E steps in, a lot of room in the high slot. Backhander blocked by Bob. Tries to get the rebound, but doesn't quite go. E does get to the puck, though, and knocks it to Maddie. Now Maddie tries to sift it out to center ice, but Bob with a good block there. And now the Bobs will look to move up. Zafer intercepting a pass, who drops it to Noah, but that's stripped away by the Bobs. And now Quapple will move it ahead to House. House tries to get around E, but E with a good poke check there. And now House will move it back out to center ice, but it's stripped away by Maddie. And now the Danglers move in with a good opportunity here. Maddie down the right wing, in the circle, shot saved by Sun. Now behind the net, Maddie goes for the wrap, but it hits the post. And Bob will just clear it all the way around the boards to House, who will tap it ahead to Wacky, but just misses his stick. E will get to this puck, but blocked down by Wacky, who's pressuring E very well here, as E does stay with it and clears it out, but takes a weird bounce. But Maddie gets to the puck anyway. Maddie tries to sift it across, but it's off the back of Wacky's head. And Danglers will be forced to reset. Wacky to the puck. Bodied by Zafer, and puck will fall to Zafer now. Zafer steps into the offensive zone in the circle, tries to send it in to E, but it's unable to come out and challenge that, force a mistake. Noah will drop it along for Maddie, who mishandles the puck, but uses his body to keep House away from it. Mason comes out to play it. Now Noah with the puck in his own zone. Looking to break out. Sends it over to Maddie. Not sure who's going to pick that up. Pass blocked by Bob, but Maddie stays with the puck. Quapple pressures him. E behind the Bob's net, but Quapple's there and just absolutely throws it out of the zone. And he does find House. And now the Bob's moving up with an opportunity here. House down the left wing. Tries to send it across to Wacky, but blocked off by Noah. And now Maddie with the puck. Skates it in the offensive zone. Goes to the backhand. Drops it back for E, who mishandles it. And now Quapple will have momentum going the other way. Quapple slows it down a little. Tries to send it across to Bob, but batted away by Mason. Good stick work there from the Danglers netminder. As now E will skate it in the offensive zone. Beautiful pass to Noah. Noah with a shot, but it's wide, or maybe Sun got a piece of it. Now Bob in his own zone. Sends it ahead, looking for Quapple. Finds him. Quapple kind of taps it to the side, maybe looking for House. House tries to sweep at it, but Zafer stays with it. He'll drop it all the way back to center. Wacky just does not get the puck, but Quapple able to poke check it away, but Maddie stays with it, but House able to stay with that. And now a lot of possession changes here as finally the Danglers just cleared out to all the way down to end off the second period.
Yeah, the possession is looking kind of one-sided here as there's over a minute more possession on the Danglers. The shots are roughly even, so if you're just looking at that, you might think it's a relatively close game, and it is a little close. The score is only up by 1, but the possession gives a little bit of a different story and kind of tells a little bit more of the picture, as there's about 1.5 times possession for the Danglers.
Absolutely crazy is now a icing and no shot, score! Quapple right off the draw.
That was a slingshot, I think, almost there. Yeah, it slinged off of him and Maddie. Maddie had his stick pressured, and as soon as he moved out of the way, it slungshot it into the top corner there.
Unfortunate, and now House trying to get a breakaway, but smacked away by E and all the way down. I believe if the Bobs get to this will be icing, and they will. So it'll be icing against the Danglers.
Yeah, goals like that prove that just because you have possession and just because you have a on paper advantage or a slightly better game does not mean you're going to win, as anything like that can happen. And they've got both their goals from a little bit of unfortunate circumstances. The first one being a misplay, the second one being a
3-on-0 here for the Bobs. I'm sorry to interrupt. House down the right wing, drops it off for Wacky. Shot, batted away by Mason. And now a 3-on-1 the other way for the Danglers. Moves into a 3-on-2 as Wacky gets back, and a mishandled pass there from the Danglers will make the puck fall to House. Dumped in by House. Mason will come out to play it. He finds E in center ice. E gets around Wacky. E down the left wing. Batted away by House. House looking to get moving here. Sends it across looking for Quapple. Finds him. Quapple just dumps it in on net. Mason swats it away. Noah gets to the puck. Plays it right through the legs of Quapple. Puck to E. E will skate it around behind his own net. And he'll... I guess the Danglers are going for a line change because he's just... Quapple with the fucking... track and field vault over the net. Wrong sport, buddy.
That's a Quapple signature. He loves to do that.
It's fun. And Zafer tries to center the puck, but blocked off by the Bob's defense. And then a shot from Maddie that Sun might have gotten a piece of, but goes high. Now Bob will send it way out. Beautiful stretch pass there all the way to House. House with the puck. Drops it to Quapple, but ends up going to Bob instead, who's bodied by Zafer. So now the puck will fall to Maddie. Now Maddie moving in on goal. Has to beat Wacky, but Wacky with a beautiful stick. Noah gets to the puck. Saved by Sun. Another rebound and another save. It's batted to the side. And Wacky will send it ahead looking for House, but stolen by E. But Quapple's able to get to the puck. And then batted away by Zafer all the way down. And puck will fall to Bob. And a big reset here. With about 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Bob mishandles and able to stay with it, though. It was backhanded over to Quapple. Quapple sending it cross ice and dumps it for House. House stays with it behind the net. Sends it across to Quapple, but blocked off by Mason. E behind his own net, pressure by Quapple, sends it out to center ice, finds Maddie, but almost taken away by Wacky. Now Maddie in the left circle, tries to send a shot in, but blocked off by Bob. Noah drops it along for E. Zafer just misses the puck, and it's sent all the way ahead to Quapple, but Quapple gets a bad touch on the puck. And now Noah will try to get around House, but House just bodies him and gets the puck anyways. Now House across the blue line in the high slot. In the slot, shot blocked off by Maddie. And now Maddie chips it ahead to himself, but Bob almost gets to it, but Zafer now. Zafer, left circle, shot, but too weak, and Sun just bats that away easy. About a minute and a half here now remaining in the third. Wacky plays it across to House. House moving through center ice. Crosses the blue line. Into the slot, shot! And E or Mason might have gotten a piece of that as it goes high. And cleared out to center ice. Bobs will get to this. Bob will clear it down. Bob, not to be confused with like the Bobs collectively. As Bob enters the offensive zone. Tries to send a backhander on net, but sends it wide. Quapple gets to a rebound, tries to center, but batted away by the Danglers. All the way out to center ice. 1 minute remaining here in the third period. 2-2 is the score. As Noah tries to dump it in, but can't find Zafer, and Wacky will get to this puck. Zafer and Bob collide, a huge hit from Bob on Zafer. E gets this puck in his own zone. Sends it ahead to Noah, who's got a lot of room to work with here. Noah down the right wing. Tries to shoot, but a save by Sun. Looks like they were trying to go for that top right corner yet again, but Sun has that on lockdown now. House from the right circle, steps to the side. Shot off both posts, off the crossbar as well, and out. House almost in the dying moments of the game, but it just does not go.
Yeah, that might have been the reason this game goes to overtime here.
And it will be, as it's cleared all the way down. Danglers with possession. 5 seconds. E tries to send it up to Maddie. 1 second. Just sends it in on goal. Sun bats that away easy. And we are going to overtime.
Looking at the shots, you would think that Bobs have the slight advantage in this game. 11 shots to 9, 2-2 game. But if you look at possession, you would think it's a one-sided game, as there's double the possession on the Danglers, as they have it's about 2 times the possession of the Bobs. It's very interesting how close this game is despite the possession. The Bobs have been a lot more efficient with their possession and with their initially with their shots, although it's evened out a bit.
Yeah, as Maddie steps in the high slot here. Little room to work with. Shot blocked off by Wacky. Maddie sends it along the boards, finds E. E turns with it, but he's blocked by Bob. Now House gets to it. House trying to get around Noah, but can't quite. Noah stays with it, plays it out all the way to center. E gets this puck. Skates it back into his own zone. Lineups here are E, Maddie, and Noah for the Danglers. House, Bob, and Wacky for the Bobs. I said Suns because I looked at Suns' username.
It's actually the Sharks.
Yeah, it's
It's weird that they got rid of Quapple, considering Quapple was their one of their goals and had, I believe, their most shots on goal as well.
As Bob plays this around for Wacky, who drops it to House. House with a bad touch there, and he just lets it off for Maddie. And now Maddie with a breakaway in overtime, moving in on goal! Saved by Sun, and the rebound does not get to the Danglers. As Noah tries to keep it, but House stays with the puck. And House just continuing to stay with it. Noah plays it out all the way into center. Looks like Bob will get to this and dump it in. House gets to the puck behind the net, but it's poked away by Maddie. Bob does the puck along the boards, tries to send it across the House with the one-timer, but it goes wide. And now Maddie sends it up looking for E. E gets to this. He's got a little bit of a step. It looks like he'll be closed off here. He sends a shot, but saved by Sun. Noah on the forecheck here, gets to the puck. Sends it out high to Maddie. Maddie steps into the left circle. Maddie in on goal. Pass to E, but it's under him, and it does not go. There's now House with the puck. in his own zone. He'll begin to skate it up.
Yeah, both goalies have kept their team in this with some really big saves late in this game.
Indeed, his house drops this off. And it goes right between Wacky and Bob. Bob with the puck in his own zone. Gets around Noah. But E with some good pressure there and a turnover there from the Bobs. E on the right side moves in, slows down. Plays it behind the net to himself. Might have gone for a fake shot. Finds Maddie. And it's off the crossbar and out.
I think that crossbar is getting an extra performance paycheck.
E will try to play this into the slot, but blocked off by House. We'll play it cross ice to Bob. Bob just sifts it all the way down, and the puck will fall right to Noah. Noah sends it to the right side looking for E, but puck falls to Bob. Plays it around E, but not around Maddie. Now the Danglers will move up. Maddie tries to send it in the slot to E, but stolen by House, who's then stripped by Maddie, but puck falls to E. E in center ice is going to turn with it. Got some NHL overtime looking here. As E tries to go across to Maddie, but blocked away by Wacky. Now House will try to get through the Danglers, but he's blocked off by bodies. Maddie with the puck in center ice. About a minute 20 remaining here in overtime. Noah with the puck. He'll move to the high slot. A lot of room to work with for Noah, but it's a mishandle with the puck. He'll just send it in on net, but it goes wide. Maddie with the puck along the boards. Steps behind the net. Tries to send it out in front, but blocked by Bob. And he'll get to that puck. Wacky's dead on the floor after a weird collision. But puck falls to Maddie in center ice. Maddie will turn and try to get started on offense, and he's got a lot of room to work with here. Maddie moving in, high slot, moves in, shot, save Sun. Noah tries to get the rebound. E gets the rebound, and it goes high. And the Danglers cannot finish the game. And now House will move out to center, and he'll take a weird touch. That puck will fall to E. Now E will go look to move up here for the Danglers, but he'll turn around behind his own net. 30 seconds remaining. E will slow it down. E will clear it all the way up to Noah. Falls right to him to the backhand. And he might have hit the post, or Sun got a piece of it. Falls to Wacky. Sun way out of nest. It was a post.
Yeah, that post is getting a second performance bonus now. That's 2 performance bonuses it's getting.
Absolutely robbed.
Yeah, the Danglers are, I believe, for the first time this game, if not at least the first time in the second half of this game.
Right in the slot. Sun tries to get it, and he gets a save. And then the dying moments, a final chance for the Danglers. And we will be getting our first IAPL shootout.
Shoot out. The shots actually ended up in these going towards the Danglers. Danglers having 14 shots on goal to the 11 for the Bobs. So let's see what this goes.
Now Bob moves in and shot stopped by Mason. And now E will be the first shooter for the Danglers. He'll take it slow right down the middle. Sun comes way out to challenge. E goes around, but Sun just stays right with him. Puck goes behind the net. House, the next shooter for the Bobs. He gives nods to both benches. He'll take it right down center. Moving in a little bit faster. Moves up forward to the backhand, and apparently that was a rebound?
If it touches any bit of the goalie and then you touch it again, it counts as a rebound.
Wow. Absolutely unlucky. Now Noah moving in. Sun way out to challenge. Noah tries to go around, but Sun with the poke check. Quapple, the next shooter for the Bobs. Moving in. Quapple. Saved by Mason. Tried to sift it right over the right pad, but couldn't quite get it. Now Maddie's the next shooter for the Danglers. Moves in, but sends it way high and wide. Looks up at the sky. Wonders what he's doing. And now Wacky will be the final rotational shooter for the Bobs. He'll swing to the right and then swing in. Shot! Score! Wacky just narrowly beating Mason. And now E, a little bit of pressure here as he moves in. Kind of waits and he just completely fubs the puck. And now a chance for House, or Bob, sorry, I forgot. It's just going to go all the way back around. A chance for Bob to close this out. Moves in on goal. Off the crossbar. Beat Mason, but couldn't meet the iron.
He beat the goalie, but not the net.
It truly is so over. And now Noah has to score to keep the shootout alive. He'll go right down the center to the backhand from the angle, and he'll hit the outside of the net, and that'll close it out. Bob's win 3-2 in the shootout.
I mean, both first games of both series going to OT, and this one going to a shootout. The other one got close. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better day of hockey.
It is absolutely beautiful.
I mean, yeah, a great game by both teams. I mean, a lot of possession by the Danglers. They like to play it slow and keep a very possession-heavy game. A lot of passes and getting those really good shots. They have a lot of good shooters. As I mean, they have 2 people in the top 10 for goals, and another one not far out, I believe. In fact, they have 2 just outside of it. So, a very good team of shooters. And they proved it with the 2 quick goals. They just weren't able to get that third one. And in the shootout, Sun put the team on his back and made sure all those saves happened. And the post got his guest appearance to finalize it.
Indeed. And it looks like Finney will be coming in for the Danglers in place of
Zafer, it looks like.
Saver. Looks like
Zafer is MIA.
Yeah, looks like Gary will be coming in for the Bobs as Matty moves in on goal to the backhand, but Sun stays right with him. No, at the rebound, but blocked by someone. I'm not sure. I didn't see. Puck goes to Wacky, and the Danglers immediately coming out looking to get right back and win this one. Puck goes ahead. Finney will play it down low to himself. Finney will go behind the net, tries to center it out, but blocked off by the Bobs. Finney right back around. Stays with it, tries to send it in front, but blocked away by Bob. Now Wacky with the puck in center ice. He'll kind of stop and slow it down. Take his time. Send it cross ice looking for Gary, but he will play this across ice to Noah. Noah drops it back, but falls to Bob. Matty tries to get it, and now Bob's got a little bit of a step here on Noah, but kind of mishandles the puck there, and it falls to E. Gary gets to it and just dumps it behind the Danglers' net, but nobody's there. Noah comes up with the puck around the boards, dumps it way ahead, finds Matty. Beautiful stretch pass there. Matty down the right wing, mishandles the puck. Noah comes in to support. Noah rings it around the boards to E. E tries to center it, but blocked off by Quapple, I believe. Now Bob will just sift it ahead, looking for Wacky, and he's got him. Bob's with the chance here, but Wacky mishandles the puck, and he'll just turn with it. Send it cross ice. Finds Gary. Gary plays along the boards, but Finney is there to interrupt Bob. Now Gary will play it cross, looking for Wacky, but blocked off by Noah, who will send it ahead. Looking for Finney, but just narrowly misses him, and Finney gets there and cancels out the icing. Now, weird puck bounces behind Bob's net, sent out in front by E, but nobody there. Now Wacky through center ice for the Bobs. Down the right wing, sends it across to Bob. I don't know why I just assumed Gary there. That's my fault. Wacky will get the puck. Sends it in front to Bob. Score! Wacky with a beautiful pass to the slot, and Bob there to ram it home. Off the post it in. 1-0 Bobs. Right back to center ice for the faceoff. Noah with the puck in center ice. 2-on-1 for the Danglers. Noah and Finney. Noah, shot wide. Finney wraps it around the boards. E will get to it. Wacky bodies him and forces the puck all the way out to Noah, who tries to send it in, but wide and blocked by Bob, who just tries to wrap it around the boards, but kind of batted down by Noah. Now Maddie with the puck behind the net. Maddie tries to sift it out in front, but blocked away by Gary, and then Quapple backhands it out. Now Gary stops and waits, sends it out. Looking for Wacky, but puck deflected. Finds E instead. E behind the net. He'll wait out, and Wacky will do the Quapple Classic. Coin that term. As E moves it through center ice, sends it in on net, but just slammed away by Sun. Now Wacky will skate it up for the Bobs. It's closed off by Noah. Good work there from Noah to just close off Wacky's way to the puck. As now Noah will move it through center ice. And he'll get around a defender. Noah from the circle, shot! And it goes wide. Now Maddie picks up the loose puck and goes out to center ice with it. He'll bat it right back to E. E will sift it across to Noah, to the backhand, shot! Saved by Sun! Rebound, saved by Sun again! Bob around the boards, and it'll get to Gary, but Gary will stay with it as E tried to take it away, but now Maddie will come up with the puck.
Yeah, so far a great game by Sun. I mean, we saw last game a lot of good saves at the end of that game, and he's continuing that into this game so far in the first, as there's been a good few saves from him.
Indeed. As Mason sends the puck up to E, who gets at the blue line. Looks across, gets it to Maddie. Maddie, the backhand. Tries to wrap it right on the close side, but hits the outside of the post. Now Quapple will skate through center ice. Can't get past Finney. So Noah will skate it into the zone. Noah in the high slot. Shot wide. Finney tries to get to the rebound, but he does block a clear from Bob, but Bob gets another whack at it, and he'll send it to, coincidentally, Wacky. Now Wacky at the blue line. He's got a little bit of room to work with here. Skates it in, tries to sift it across. Flouted down by Ian Finney, but Quapple kept trying to fight for it, just could not quite get to it, but now he's with the puck now, but looks like E will bat it away to Maddie, and that will conclude the first period.
Yeah, another close game in shots. These teams both take like the same amount of shots so far, both games. But again, possession, it's the same similar story, but a little bit closer and a little bit more Bob-sided in the score this time. But the possession is still leaning a good bit to the Danglers. I think it's about 1.25 times. So not as bad of a difference this time, but still definitely leaning Danglers in possession.
Yeah, as E will continue to add to that possession time, skates at their center, tries to shoot, but absolutely smacked away by Bob. Finney will get to the loose puck as he'll be pressured by Bob. Finney will kind of turn with it. Finney is stripped by Wacky, but kind of took a bad touch there. Puck to E in the circle, tries to go pass, does get it across, and almost came back to him for a wide open net, but could not quite get it. E keeping it in the zone, but Quapple able to steal it from him, and now Quapple gets it moving out. And Quapple's got a bit of a step here on Maddie. It's a 2-on-1 for the Bobs. Quapple on the backhand, tries to pass across to Gary, but batted away by Mason all the way out to Bob, who just skyrockets it right back in. Wacky will find it. Wacky tries to give a little bit of a weak sift pass into the slot, but can't quite get it. Now Maddie will come up with the puck and just sauce it right ahead to E. E down the left wing. A little bit of room to work with. Sends it across to Finney for the one-timer. Save, Sun! Oh, what a save from Sun. Right across the crease and just absolutely stone walls Finney. As now the puck will fall to Maddie in his own zone. And he'll begin to skate it up. Danglers the 4-on-2 the other way. Now Maddie in the circle. Sends across to Noah. Another one-timer that goes just wide. Maybe Sun got a piece of it. E picking up a loose puck on the boards. He'll look to do something with it. Goes behind the net, tries the center, but Gary's there to block that off. Now E will bat it back out to Maddie. Center ice. Sifts it right back ahead to E. E in the slot. Room to work with. To the slot. To Noah. Saved by Sun! Oh my god! Sun is absolutely on fire, and now it's a 2-on-0 the other way for the Bobs. Gary and Wacky moving it on goal. Pass knocked off by Mason, and he bats it to the side.
Somehow
Now
a
Noah
no shot on goal
sends-
registered for that.
That is crazy. Now Noah in the slot to the backhand. Score! What a shot from Noah! And the Danglers have tied this up.
And I believe that puts Noah also in the top 10. Yep, he's 4 goals now, at least. So if he wasn't already one of the goals in the top 10, he is now.
Wow. E with the puck in his own zone, pressured by Wacky, but Noah's able to support him there. Noah with the puck behind his own net. He'll sift it all the way out to center ice. E will find the puck, but he's stripped by Gary. Puck goes to Wacky, who bats it right back ahead for Gary, but just escapes him, and Maddie will get to it instead. Maddie will play it up along the boards, finds Finney, who just one-taps it out to Noah. Beautiful pass. Noah makes a move in the circle. Shot! And it just goes wide. Wacky might have gotten a chunk of it with his stick there.
I didn't
Finney
realize, but
bats
this was
it back
actually
in his zone.
Bob's first goal of the season. So
Oh,
congrats to Bob on his first goal, by the way.
Indeed. Congrats to Mr. Bob. As now, well, Bob will try to pressure Maddie here, but Maddie's able to get around some Bob's defenders. Now Maddie down the right wing. He'll keep moving down the wing. Pass across to Finney, but Finney fans on the one-timer.
He immediately wanted that one back as he was slamming his
Now-
stick. He might need a new one. That one might be broken.
Yeah, as now Wacky will get to this puck. He's only got one man to beat. Wacky down the left wing, and he kind of just fumbles with the puck there and does not quite get it. Now E will skate it out to center ice. Stripped by Wacky from behind. Wacky will turn, and now Wacky's got a breakaway. Wacky moving it on goal! Spatted away by Mason! And then E plays it right out looking for Maddie, but Gary gets there and plays it around him. Gary stays with it. Gary tries to set it across to Quapple, gets it to him, but a save by Mason. Rebound from Wacky, and it goes wide. Or I believe Mason got a piece of it. I don't know. Now the puck to Noah in the Bob zone. Finney gets to it, but blocked off by a bunch of white jerseys there. Noah with the puck in center ice, stripped away by Quapple. Quapple will try to play it ahead across, but blocked away by Noah. Sent out by Bob, and now E will get to this and dump it in. Sun will come out to play this. They'll wait. He'll stir up behind the net and waste time, and that'll conclude the second period. Another very, very close game here as we move into the third period, tied 1-1. Shots tied 4-4. Liability, can we get an update on possession?
Yes, you can. It is actually a little more even this game. There's still definitely an advantage for the Danglers, but it is not anywhere close to his last game. It's still around 1.5 times.
Slot cross to E, but he sends the puck just wide. Sorry, I asked you for the segment, then proceeded to interrupt you.
Oh, not a problem.
As Noah in his own zone with the puck, and he'll send it all the way out. Stretch pass for E, and he does find him. E leaves it off for Maddie. Maddie in the slot to the forehand. Shot blocked off by Quapple. Now B will play it along the boards looking for Gary, and it does look like Gary does not get the step on Noah. Noah will backhand it out, finding Maddie, but Maddie mishandles it. Quapple at the puck now. He'll just skate it back into his own zone and look to get his team into a breakout. He does a little bit of a sifty move there, and then sauces it all the way out to Wacky. Wacky waits, but it's poked away by E. Puck falls to Quapple. Tries to get around E and does get around him. Now he just dumps it around the net. to Gary, who sends it out in front to Wacky. Crap with the rebound backhand. Wacky tries to spin for it, but he doesn't quite get to it. Mason with some stellar saves right there to keep the Danglers tied. As Gary tries to send it back out, but looks like the Danglers will get to this. And now Noah, E, and Maddie will move up. It's a 3-on-2 for the Danglers. Noah moves into the backhand. Mishandle saved by Sun. Noah dumps it behind the net looking for someone, but nobody home. Quapple will get to this puck in his own zone. He'll play it around Finney. And I'll just sift it out to center ice. Gary finds it. Gary along the left boards. Gets beat out by Maddie. Maddie will turn with the puck. Stays with it. Pass it across to E. E down the left wing. Sifted it on net, but batted away by Sun. Now Gary will pick up the puck. He'll sift it all the way across to Wacky. Wacky will slowly turn with it into the high slot, but Finney able to stay with him there. And if the Danglers hurry up, they got numbers the other way. Finney tries to send it ahead, but slapped away by Bob. Beautiful defense. As Mason comes out to play it, Crapple just sends it right back into Gary behind the net. Gary tries to wrap it around, but blocked off by Maddie, I believe, as Wacky dumps it back into Quapple. Now Quapple steps into the slot to the backhand and just misses the net.
Yeah, both goalies with a .80 save percentage so far.
Stellar performances from them. As Noah moves in, tries to send it across, but blocked
another
off
tied
by...
game in the third. The fourth tied game in the third this day so far.
A very competitive evening, it seems, as Quapple moves in the offensive zone to the backhand, tries to send it to Wacky, but puck sent just wide. Puck sent back cross ice looking for Quapple, but Noah comes up with it. Noah will send it off to the side, looking for himself. Weird touch there from Noah, and the puck falls to Quapple. So he'll just dump it into the zone for a mishandle. Puck gets sent all the way out by the Danglers, looking for Finney. Takes an awkward bounce off his stick. Now Finney with the puck behind the net. Looks to center, but blocked off by Gary. Gary will just sift it all the way out, and he's got Quapple. Quapple's got a breakaway. Moving in on goal! Saved by Mason. Rebounded, another save. Batted away by Mason. And now E will move out to center ice with the puck. 1 minute remaining in the third. Tries to sift it across to Finney, but does not find anyone. Bob with the puck, pressured by Finney. Sends it out to center ice. Tries to find Quapple, but just misses him. Wacky will barely get to this puck and cancel the icing. As Maddie able to stay with the puck a bit, but Quapple gets to a loose one. And Noah stays with it along the boards. Now the Danglers will move up. Noah in the offensive zone into high slot. Waits, takes the shot, saved by Sun. Rebound bounces out right into the slot, but batted away by the Bobs. And now Bob himself will pick up the puck behind the net. Drop it along the boards, but nobody home. Maddie will pick this up. Tries to send it across, but does not find anyone. Noah wraps it around, looks for Maddie. A weird pass out front from Maddie. A beautiful pass, but a weird one. Sun with a save, I believe. As puck now will get sifted all the way out and down. And that will bring us to overtime yet again.
Some interesting stats to look at. The exits and entries. You can kind of see what players are doing and what teams are doing and who's kind of entering the offensive zone, skating in, and who's getting passes. Wacky with 6 zone entries and Maddie with 6. Noah with 11 zone entries. He's doing a lot of the carrying in, as we see another one right here.
As Noah steps into the zone in the right circle, sends it across to Maddie, but Maddie does not get the one-timer off. Lineups here, Bob, Wacky, and Quapple, Maddie, E, and Noah. As Quapple will move it up, but tries to send it on net, but it's high and wide.
Also, a correction of the possession. It was actually 2 times. I'm just bad at math.
Yay. As E's down the right wing, is trying to send it on net, but a pad save by Sun. Batted away by Bob's player and all the way down to Mason, who Maddie seems to have been ran over by Quapple. Who then tries to get the puck around Noah, but it's poked away from him, and it'll fall to E. E turns with it behind his own net, and the Quapple signature as E will skate it through center ice. Steps into the offensive zone. Goes to the forehand. Waits. Tries to get the shot off, but cannot. And now Quapple with the puck. Barely gets around E. Gets around Noah. E's back now. Quapple continuously moving. Gets around, but tries to send it on net, but way high and wide. Just completely Nathan McKinnon that puck. Cleared all the way down. Sun will kind of get a weak pass there. It'll fall to Maddie. Maddie into the slot. Moves to the forehand. Shot, but completely muted by the defense. Picks up the puck again. Looks to go for the rat, but mishandles the puck. And it squirts out to center ice. And Quapple's able to get to this puck. Now Quapple, he's got a little breakaway here. Quapple moving it on goal. Saved by Mason. Bats it away with the stick. Maddie plays it out to center ice for E. E 2-on-1 here for the Danglers. E patient across to Noah, but cannot get the shot off. Maddie will dump this right back in for the Danglers. E gets to the puck behind the net, but he overskates it. I dropped my phone. Bob tries to send it up along the boards, but cannot quite find anyone. And a puck will fall to Maddie, but can't get around Bob. Quapple tries to play it ahead, stays with it, and he is able to get it out to center ice. Noah able to play some good defense there, and now Maddie will move in, tries to get around Bob, but just quite cannot. Race to the puck here. Wacky cuts off E. Bob tries to send it in, but it's a little bit wide. Maddie stripped by Wacky, who stays with the puck, but still with the puck is Wacky. Wacky, a little bit of room to work with here, but it's batted away by Noah. And now the Danglers will finally get to move up again. 2 minutes remaining in overtime. Maddie, E, and Noah moving up with the Danglers. As Maddie down the right wing. Tries to send it across to E, but it's a little bit behind him. E tries to go to the blue line, but stripped away by Wacky. Now the Bobs will move back. Wacky steps in the high slot, takes the shot. Score! A beautiful shot from Wacky. Top corner snipe. And the Bobs win it in overtime.
A beautiful long-range shot, and he's currently, at least on my screen, at 200 ping at the time of that shot.
What the fuck?
Now, I've never seen a better 200 ping play in my life.
I haven't either. But it will be the Bobs taking the series 2-0.
A close series, one that I thought was going to go 1-1, just like the other series we had, but Bobs take both in the overtime / shootout. So at least the Danglers do get 2 non-regulation losses. So it could be much worse.
They will be picking up 2 points for that. Yeah.
They definitely were looking for a win there and just weren't quite able to get it. A great performance from Sun to keep his team not just in it, but to win it. And a great performance from Maddie, Noah, and Mason, all getting goals, getting in the top 10. And Quapple, Bob, and Wacky all getting goals to win both of their games. And there was another goal I am missing. I apologize to whoever scored that. It was House, I believe. Yes, House got the very first goal of the series. Of his team for the series. A great 2 series. Wonderful to watch. Wonderful to cast. Thanks everyone for having me. Thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah, and I will also thank you all for tuning in to another beautiful week of IAPL hockey, or puck, or whatever you want to say. This has been Sunless alongside my buddy in the booth, Liability, and we will see you all next weekend for some more fun puck matchups. Have a great week, everyone.